Okay, so good morning. Example one sec. I'll start now. There are scholars, and today we'll be talking about an aspect of branding, which is logo creation. So, for under digital marketing, we've talked about the aspect of social media management. We've talked about content creation, content marketing. So, as a social media manager, there are certain skills you need to learn. Example from which we have graphics designing. As a social media or a digital marketer, you need to have the basic knowledge on graphics designing. This would serve as an additional cost for you because you can work as a graphics designer because you have the knowledge of graphics designing. You can decide to create logo, create flyers for your clients for an additional end profit. You are going to charge that separately aside your fee of digital marketing or whatever service you are rendering from them. So that way it just gives you an edge over your competitors because you have the idea of digital marketing, you have the idea of social media marketing, you have the idea of content marketing, you have the idea of graphics designing. So an aspect under branding which we'll be looking at today is logo creation, and a major platforms that is really suitable for beginners, we have Canva. So this is the spelling of Canva. You can decide to download it on your Play Store or Apple Store. Canva is really accessible, free download, and it's very, very easy to navigate. So let's get started. Today we're talking about logos. So under Canva, this is what your home screen looks like. If you don't want to download it, you can just go to Google and search for Canva and sign up. So this is what your Canva home screen looks like. So since we are looking at logo today, we just come on the search bar, then we type logo, then can you see now that I typed logo, Canva has brought out several type of logos for me, which you can decide to customize depending on what your brand wants exactly. So these are several type of logos. Then you might be faced with clients that will tell you they want a word. So now I'm going to show you what a wordmark logo looks like. So just come here, then you type wordmark logo. So you can see this is wordmark logo. Wordmark logo is just a combination, also known as logo type. This logo focus on company's name. So they want tell you they want to use their company's name as the logo. So this is known as wordmark logo. So can you see under wordmark logo we have the company's name. These are company's name. Do you understand? So if your client is telling you they want a wordmark, they want their name as the logo, you know that they're talking about a wordmark logo. So you just come here, then you pick a logo of your choice, then you decide to edit it. So now another type of logo we have the combination logo. Let's check that out. We have combination logo, and here this is what it gave us for combination logo. A combination logo is a combination of symbols and a word or icon. It's a very common and versatile logo type. So can you see the combination of symbols? That's why we have symbols here. They are not just words. Do you understand? They are not just words. We have image. Look at this starting aviation. They are symbols. This is like a star shape. We have this speed lock location where we have this speedometer. They are symbols. So that's what we call combination logo. So now let's move to another common type of logo where we have a letter mark logo, and I'll be discussing for after this I'll be moving to word mark logo. So we have a letter mark logo. Under the lettermark logo, this is a typography. A lettermark is a typography based logo that is comprised of a few letters, usually a company's initials. So look at this. This is a lettermark logo. We have this is like gotten from the company's initials. So let's take an example. We have a brand Chic Space. So under lettermark logo, we are using their initials Chic starting with the letter C and Space starting with the letter S. So can you see this is the combination of letters? If you look at this I'm talking about this, you see Rachel. They started it with the initials, that's letter R. So that's a type of lettermark logo. And you see, moving on, we have Gorgeous Beauty and Jewelry. They started this logo with the initials. We have the letter G because that is what starts the business name. So now to the last one, we have let's search for wordmark logo. So under the wordmark logo, a wordmark also known as logotype is in many ways the simplest type of logo displaying the company's name in text. So I think I've talked about this. So this is just displaying the company's name in text form. So I think I've talked about this. Then let's move to abstract logo. So that'll be the last. Then we get into the practical aspect. We have the abstract logo. So under the abstract logos are image only. They use abstract form to visually represent a company's branding. Abstract logo, they are images, just images. You see this first stitch where it is, this is a thread. So you should have known this is a fashion brand, a fashion designing brand, because they use images only to tell you what the brand is doing. You can see this Lila's closet. This is a needle. So they use image. From the image, you know what exactly the brand is offering. That's what we call abstract mark logo, which make use of just image to tell you what the brand is offering. So now we'll start by customizing our logo. Then let's start with wordmark logo. So here where I said wordmark logo is also known as logo type. This logo focuses on the company's name, typically in unique and styled format. So here, this is the company's name. So this is a very simple type of logo, which very plain. If you have a client that's looking for a very minimalist design, very plain, very simple, you can use the wordmark logo for your client. So let's edit a template. So you look for a template that best suits what you are looking for exactly. There are several type of templates here, but then let's customize. So you pick the template you want, and then you click customize this template. So this is a real estate business. If you are comfortable with this picture here, which you can actually change, but this is a real estate. So let's name it houses corner. Supposing this is the name of our brand, houses corner. So that is why I changed the name to houses corner. Then probably the subtitle, let's say estates. This is actually depending what exactly your customer wants. So like this, you've actually created a logo for your clients. You can decide to change this if your customer doesn't want it, if your client doesn't want it. But this is a very simple way on how you create a logo. We've customized this template to our taste, whatever your client's business name is, you include that here and the subtitle. So this is how you create a word. This is a wordmark logo. Then all you have to do is just here. Then you download. You download the document and you have it on your laptop, or you can see abstract. This is downloaded already. Then you have it on your laptop or on your phone. So now we're going back. Let's design another logo. So we're going back. Let's do combination logo. So now here where I said a combination logos are popularly choices for many brands because they blend text and imagery into one cohesive design. So here we have image, then you have text into one design. So once you are seeing this logo, you can see this is clothes. You know they are probably into the fashion brand. So they are blending text and imagery. So combination logo, you know this is probably a car brand because you can see the speedometer. You can see this speedometer. So let's actually customize this. Since we like this template, probably your client is into the car business. Then, so let's say our brand's name is iOS Autos. iOS Autos location Ibadan. You can decide to the location. You don't necessarily have to put location here. You can decide to put anything you want depending on your client. So this is we created a very simple combination logo for IES Autos. You might decide to remove this if you don't want. If you just want it to be your brand name, then you delete this. So now we have iOS Autos. Or if you want it, you can decide to put anything you want here. Or probably you don't want your location, then you have cars or something. Like you just have to be creative, and some clients will tell you specifically what they want. So this is how you create a very simple logo. It's still the same. You download you download this image and it is that easy, like trust me. Then so these are very simple logo designs. Then let's get into the more complex ones where let's search for a fashion logo. So these are fashion logos. Probably you are working for a client in the fashion niche. So these are very beautiful logos, and let's work with this. I think this is a premium template. So let's work with this. So we can decide to customize this template and you can charge as much as you want to design templates for your clients. So let's say the brand's name is Tammy Stitches. So you just have to adjust this to your preferred size. So this is very easy to use. Then we move this downward because our text is big. And if we want everything on the same line, you go ahead to align also. So you can see we have 10 stitches here, or you can decide to move this a bit. Then, so you have more space for 10 stitches. Then you can go ahead and increase the size, reduce the size, just to your. So now we have 10 stitches. Then We can decide to change this to fast. Let's change this to fast delivery, depending on what you want, and we can decide to increase the size of this. So here we have the logo for tennis stitches, fast delivery. You can decide to change this picture or move this picture anywhere you want. That's your choice. And here you are with tennis stitches. So you can go ahead and create logos as much as you want, and for logos you can practically charge as much as you want for logo. Then let's go into lettermark logo. So here I said under the lettermark logo, this is a logo symbol that is often made from shapes. When assembled, make up the first letter of a company's name. So like I said, this is often made up from shapes. Then when everything is assembled, it makes up the first letter of the company's name. So you can see we have several type of logos here. Then let's just pick one to work with. Let's say we want to work with this and customize the template. So yeah, let's say the business name is let's go with tennis stitches again. So here we have it, tennis stitches. And so here we have tennis stitches. Then probably let's say master in fashion industry. So here we have it, tennis stitches, master in fashion industry. You can decide to delete this or change the picture or whatever. So now to create this, then let's go and create this. If we want to change this particular logo, probably we don't like it and we want to add our own. So we have word logo, just look for any templates that best suits what you are looking for. You just keep searching, just surf the internet till you find anything that matches your. Or since we don't want that, we can decide okay, we can so if we don't, or let's customize this. So now we have this. If we have, so let's work with Timmy. We decide to change this to T. Then we change this to E. Since we are working with Timmy, this is M. Then high. So if we don't want this, we can decide to delete it. Then delete this. Also, since our theory is complete. So this is what we have. or we can decide to undo and probably add an S depending on the brand's name or whatever you are working with. So I'm just trying to show you how this works. So here you have it, we have teammates. You can decide to export this. Okay, so I'll do that. So now, yeah, we're going to page 2. So you can decide to, let me download this. I'm downloading just my page 1, then download. Alright, so our download is completed. So remember I'm doing this logo because I don't like this year. I want to change it. So I can go ahead and delete this. Just go ahead and delete this. Then under upload, download, then upload this our recently just completed Timmy. So can you see here we have the Timmys? You can go ahead and reduce the size. And here you are with Timmys. You can see I've successfully changed this that was here. So that's just all about logo. So now you can decide to export this as a whole. Yes, you can decide to export this, or you can go ahead and change the color of this since our tennis is black. So you can decide to change this text color to black also. You can see now we have black tennis fishes. Then this you can decide to leave it in this color, or you also change it to black. Alright, so I think this is better now. So here we have tennis stitches. Then you can export this. Then you download, and there you have your logo, tennis stitches done. That's very simple. So all I've been trying to tell you, is as a digital marketer or social media manager or whatsoever, you can make good use of Canva and charge a reasonable amount from your clients. And all you have to do is just edit templates from Canva. In our next class, you'll be learning how to create flyer or posts using this same Canva. But you can try a business name and try to create a logo by yourself, and we'll see you in the next class.